I decided to go into a STEM career, it will be statistically much more harder for me to get a job with my qualifications.
There's actually more women in STEM than there are men.
Well, that is just not true.
No, define STEM. Define STEM. Like
okay,
which jobs?
I have some notes here. So
in America?
Yes, here in the U.S. Okay, so science, technology, engineering, maths.
Yeah.
So what the feminists like to do is they like to exclude certain STEM fields where women are actually overrepresented than men in order to like further try
It's
to
about wage?
in order to further try to gain
Okay,
affirmative action.
What you're saying?
Okay, so I've got some notes here. I'll read it. Medicine and dentistry, subjects allied to medicine, biological sciences, veterinary science, agriculture and related subjects, physical science, mathematical sciences.
Those are majors.
Hold on. Computer science, engineering, technologies, and architecture.
Those aren't jobs.
That's the official official definition of STEM.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but when women say STEM, it's they don't acknowledge all those things.
What is a study
So for instance, nursing, right?
I was going to say
nursing is
but that's
probably
not a
very much
doctor.
overwhelmed by women. I guess that would be classified under STEM if we're including
It is
all
a-
medical.
But that's like
But
very
like
low
nurse
percentage. So
assistants,
all like STEM as a whole is definitely male dominated. STEM as a whole.
It's not.
Okay, can you tell me
STEM
where you're
is-
getting that statistic from?
if
STEM
you're
as a
including
whole.
medical, then
Like
I
as
guess
a like
women would
careers,
be,
like if they
Yeah.
make over 6 figures, if it's software engineers, if it's data scientists.
I'm genuinely
They
curious.
look at physical science, mathematics, engineering and technology, and computing, and they think that's the extent of STEM. But if you start removing like biological sciences, nursing, etc., veterinary science, agriculture, any subjects allied to medicine, then women are actually overrepresented. There's more women in
I
STEM
want to
than
know
there are
what
men.
study
There's
you're
more-
getting this
and
from.
also-
Please just tell me what source.
Are these assistant jobs as well?
what's-
Yeah,
like
assistant.
yes.
Hold on, let me find it. I'll find it.
Bio-assistant, if you're a
Thank you.
doctor's assistant, you're
I'm
gonna
not
be
even
women.
doubting it. I
There's
want to
one
know.
doctor for like 10 female assistants. Of course, it's going to be female dominated. Oh, of course it's going to be female dominated if you count all the assistants. There's going to be one doctor for like 10 nurses and assistants, but it doesn't mean that they make more or that they actually graduated from those fields. You can be a dental assistant. Yes, for every dentist, there's dental assistants that didn't actually graduate from college, but they're also counted in STEM as a job. But if you just look at like income, people who make over 6 figures in a STEM field, like how many people are women and men? I think that's a more fair comparison. Because if you're an assistant, it doesn't really matter. Like I can get an assistant job in like any field right now, and I can still be counted.
This is like you want to focus on, it's the apex fallacy. You want to focus on the top positions.
Yeah,
You guys
because that's what you need a
But that's
degree
not
for that.
equality. You don't hear feminists arguing, oh, we need 50% of women to be bricklayers. We need 50% of
women to work on oil rigs.
I think the argument
workplace deaths. There's a gap. There's a workplace death gap. 93% of it's 91 or 93% of workplace deaths are men.
I think
Should we equalize that? Perhaps men. One of the reasons men get paid more than women is because
I think it would make sense for blue-collar jobs.
They're more likely to do dangerous work. They're more likely to work outside. If there's some major fucking power outage in the middle of the winter in below freezing
And I admire men for being able to do
Who's going to
that.
be the one? Who's going to be the
Wait.
one
Yes,
who
this
goes
is such
out
a bad
at 2
argument.
fucking a.m.
No, I agree with
and
that.
is working on the line?
But I
this
don't
is-
agree
this
that
is such a
women
bad
shouldn't be in the
argument,
office.
Okay, this is no. Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
I gotta pee.
This is such a bad argument because when it comes to jobs that are making the most amount of money to begin with your logic or whatever, or what you're saying, it's actually like white collar jobs, nice CEO positions. But regardless of that, putting that aside,
Yes,
I
feminist-
really want
That's right.
to.
You can only have feminism when there's cushy air-conditioned jobs.
No.
No.
Like what? Okay.
You don't hear feminists fighting for these dangerous,
First of all,
difficult,
that's
dirty
not true.
jobs.
First of all, no. First
it
of all,
true.
it is not true.
It's
If you
very
literally
true.
search up
You guys just
feminism,
want
blue collar work. Hey, no, 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 no.
Zip it.
Okay, fine.
Zip it
and
good.
then I go.
Okay,
Go.
deal. Oh, thank you, Pixie. Okay, y'all feminists just want to fight for the cushy, high-paying, air-conditioned office jobs. You don't want to do the dirty, dangerous work that men are doing that happen to be high paid.
And you think that because all the men you surround with yourself around say the same exact thing about feminism, but there are actually feminist movements within this field that if you did 3 seconds of research, you'll see. Just say, yeah, you can say, no, but guess what? I'm a feminist. I'm actually part of these movements. I actually look at them.
You literally went to STEM, which is
because STEM is one of the biggest disparities where, theoretically speaking, there shouldn't be. That's why. That's why I went to STEM, okay?
What do you mean? There's not a disparity, and actually there's a disparity. Hold on, but do you acknowledge that there's a disparity in college enrollment?
Yes.
There's more women in college.
Yeah, exactly. So how come does it take a woman to have 1.5 more of an educational level than men to get the same paying job? Basically, a woman has to go get her undergraduate degree and master's to get the same level of job that a guy just has to get his undergraduate degree.
Erroneous.
Yeah, you have to say erroneous because you can't respond to me.
Okay, so no, I can respond to you. I can respond to you.
Okay, respond.
Throw the popcorn
Sorry,
back.
I'm being a bitch. I'll chill.
You just.
I love this savage pixie.
This is for the popcorn.
You didn't even address my argument about how men are underrepresented when it comes to attaining college degrees.
Yeah, no, I said I actually proves the point of hey, guess what? There's a disparity where it shouldn't be because men need less education to get the same job that a woman has.
They go into blue-collar trade, though.
Yeah, a woman needs to get an undergraduate degree and master's to basically get the same level paying job as a man who got.
That's fake news.
That's not. You can search it up right now.
That's fake news,
It's
bruv.
not. Go
Bruv,
search. Well, I hate the
news.
fact that you have a computer and you could literally Google what I'm saying and you just won't.
You're
Whatever.
saying a woman needs to get a master's degree to earn the same as a guy who hasn't.
I said basically the way that these numbers are coming out is that a woman needs more education to get the same level paying as a guy who has less education.
Can I address this though? Because when it comes, there's a lot of studies that confirm that when it comes to applying for jobs, women will look at a job description and let's say there's 10 bullet points. If they meet 9 of the 10 bullet points or 8 of the 10, and they're like, ooh, but I didn't meet the last 2.
Yeah.
It says I have my master's, or you need a master's, and I only have a bachelor. They're not even going to apply.
Yeah.
Whereas men, let's say they only meet 3 or 4, they're going to apply.
Still apply.
Yeah,
Negotiation.
absolutely.
Men have more
if you're saying
audacity.
absolutely, that's why men are more likely to have the same jobs with bachelors than as women with masters because they're applying, they're putting themselves out there way more because they experience rejection in life
that's why you
significantly more than women do, which is why they can.
And that's why there's women who are still high levels in those different careers because there's women who are able to exemplify the personality characteristics to be able to achieve that same level. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any women, right? If it was really that oppressive. But no, the women who are able to exude and exemplify those characteristics that are necessary to actually get on top, they're still successful. They're still in those positions.
So it's more nurture.
Well, that's the other thing.
Sometimes, absolutely. And again, but that's the exception to the rule. I still believe it's the exception to the rule.
It's becoming more norm than outliers, though, in the current day. But if you look at it 50 years ago, yeah, it's more nature, you would argue.
Well, I would say that when it comes to the point that you brought up, Lauren, that's true. That's definitely one of the contributing factors. But then that goes back to socialization and and maybe you disagree with me, oppression that comes from brutal, unfair socialization. So the fact that women are always taught to be risk adverse, even financially risk adverse. Oh no, you should just be doing everything, play it safe.
Wait, women are taught that, or that's just the natural order of things?
I think women are definitely taught that.
It's definitely taught because boys will be boys. That's the thing.
But men,
if you ever meet a woman who wasn't socialized,
men are biologically more risk tolerant.
No, men are taught.